Welcome everybody to this week's episode of the brand new podcast, Terrance and Mike, the Sleeping Giants podcast. Thank everybody for tuning in. Presented to you by Double E TV. Mike, what's going on, man?
What's going on, brother? I'm good. How about yourself?
Yeah, doing pretty good, man. So we're gonna jump right in, man. So it's Thursday. It's the night everybody's waiting for. Certified Lover Boy. What are your thoughts?
Okay. I love the rollout idea with the billboards. I thought that was genius. Hadn't really seen anybody do anything like that before. You know, Drake is known for being innovative when it comes to doing different things with his rollouts, with his, you know, how he puts everything together. So yeah, I was definitely impressed with that. The features, pretty lengthy feature list, but there's definitely some big names in there. There was an allusion on the New York billboard to the GOAT, and by the GOAT we assume that might be Jay. So that would definitely be interesting, considering we haven't seen Jay and Drake on the track since Pound Cake. So I think that would be great. What are your thoughts?
How many tracks on it? I haven't even seen the playlist yet. So how's it looking?
I haven't seen the track list either.
Track list, I mean, yeah.
But I saw features from Lil Durk, Ty Dolla $ign, Giveon, Young Thug, Future, 21 Savage, Lil Baby, Project Pat. So, you know, I'm expecting.
Really? Project Pat? Okay.
I'm expecting a pretty lengthy album. So maybe not Donda lengthy, but you know, I'm expecting a pretty lengthy album.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's he's definitely got everybody in a frenzy, especially with the album cover. I've seen a lot of memes and stuff like that, from Shannon Sharp to Mountain Dew Rise, and different people kind of mimicking the meme, of the album cover. So it's definitely a lot of anticipation that everybody has for it. I mean, Drake is cool. Drake is cool, man. I mean, it's like, I like how he just kind of does him, and he's not like on this miracle lyrical trying to assassinate you with bars and stuff like that. He just does his thing and has a pocket, and obviously he's got a big female fan base as well, so that's always help. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of similar to not trying to compare artists or nothing, but growing up we saw LL Cool J do it, where he had a big fan base for the women, but then he can still get on, Who Shot You? I mean, and 4-3-2-1 and all kinds of records and stuff like that, and still, do stuff for the fellas as well. So it's kind of good balance to have.
I mean, Tupac was like that in a lot of ways, but like you said, not to compare artists, but he definitely has found a lane that works for him. And, he's able to please multiple people within his in his fan base, and that definitely works for him. So I'm excited to see what the album sounds like. Definitely, like I said, the rollout idea I thought was genius. And I'm really excited to see what this sounds like, especially after some time. I think it was maybe a couple weeks ago when they said it was originally supposed to drop, and now, here we're finally here. So I'm excited to see what we get.
Yeah, man. Let me look up so I don't mess the title up.
Okay.
But his last project he came out with, I want to say it was a year ago, the Dark Lane demo tapes.
Oh, okay, my bad. Forgot about that one.
Yeah, man. He had a track on there with Future I liked a lot. So I didn't get a chance to hear like all of Scorpion, but the Dark, that one he put out last year was pretty cool. He's definitely man, it's like he's on the top, man. You can't, it may be hard for some people to kind of accept it, what I'm saying? Because I guess some artists who may feel like they're more lyrical and stuff like that, but he's definitely got the spot, man. He's definitely been like running with it for like a while now.
Well, I mean, that's the beautiful thing about hip hop today is there's so many different lanes. So, Whereas we'll look at Drake and say he's got the spot. It's hard not to look at Jay and say he's got the spot too, or and other people in the game as well, you know. So
Yeah.
or you could look at Megan or Cardi right now and say they
Sure.
got the spot.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So we'll shift gears. You know, obviously the album is going to drop later, so we'll come back next week and do like a review of it. Donda. And let me say it
Okay.
100 times like the intro. Donda, Donda, Donda. What are your thoughts about Donda, man?
Okay, first listen, you know, first listen is kind of like just discovering, you know, you're trying to figure it out, trying to see where the whole project is going. And then when you listen again, you're kind of listening from a fan perspective. So
Right.
after multiple listens, I like it a lot more than I initially thought that I would when I first listened to it.
Mm-hmm.
The gospel element on some songs I think is dope, but I think it's dope that he also was very hip hop on some songs too. And you know, it felt like a nice bridge between what what we're used to hearing Kanye do on previous projects. Like some of the production sounded very Yeezus
Mm-hmm.
type production. Some of it was very Life of Pablo type production. So, you know, I feel like we got a little bit of everything, but from where he is right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's to me, I liked it. You know, I've heard a lot of, you know, YouTubers and people doing album reviews and people calling it trash and some people not liking it and stuff like that. But for me, actually, man, to me, it's probably my favorite Kanye album since probably 10 years, you know, the Dark Twisted Fantasy album, you know. It's
I can feel that.
yeah, you know, for me, I mean, you know, Jesus is King is cool, but I can't really compare that to some of his like other work. You know, it's definitely, you know, I like the Closed on Sunday record, and there's a record
Yeah.
on there with Pusha T I thought was pretty cool. You know, I guess, you know, for me, I really couldn't like connect with the life of Pablo like I have on some of his previous works.
Same.
You know, Yee, it's kind of hard to judge Yee because there's only 7 songs on it. Even though I do like the you know, Kids See Ghosts, but which is like a joint album with him and Kid Cudi. But
Mhm.
yeah, I felt like you know, I don't know if it was like you know, theme wise, you know, like it was you know, it was definitely it definitely took me multiple listens, you know, because how many is it? 27 songs in there? 26,
Yeah,
27 songs.
27.
So there's a lot of songs on it. I listened to it the first morning it came out. I've listened to it
Mhm.
2 other times since.
Same.
By far my favorite song on there for me is I want to say Jonah. I like Jonah a lot.
Yeah, that
That's
hook is nice. Yeah.
yeah, that's the one I've had on like repeat. What's some other tracks on there that stand out to you?
Oh man, off the grid was crazy to me. I
Yeah,
love 5 killed it.
yeah,
You know, he destroyed that track. Like they let 5 rap for almost 2 minutes, if not
yeah,
longer. Like, and he killed it. So
yeah,
that was
yeah.
dope. I think Hurricane is probably my favorite song on the whole album.
The Weekend, yeah,
Yeah, that one with the Weekend, Little Baby, just the whole way it meshed. I think that was beautiful.
yeah.
Um, what else? I liked God Breathe. Thought that was
Okay,
really dope.
yeah.
Of course, Jesus Lord, both versions I
Hmm.
thought were dope. The one with the locks and the
Yeah,
one with just Jay Electronica. I love both of the Sunday service tracks. Lord, I Need You, No Child Left Behind, and I
mm,
really enjoyed what Roddy Ricch did on Pure Soul. Roddy
mm,
Ricch was the standout part of that track to me. And I'm not a huge Roddy Ricch fan,
mm.
but that track made me to say, hey, maybe I need to listen to some more Roddy Ricch.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I got a chance to check out Roddy's album. You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I got a chance to check out Roddy's album. Yeah, you know, he's definitely you know, in his bag. And so yeah, that's a very nice record. For me, I like Jay Electronica's verse a lot.
Absolutely.
He definitely went crazy. Griselda did their thing. Um, so yeah, he's got some. He's definitely got some records on there, man. What are your thoughts about some of the controversy with the baby and Marilyn Manson making the appearances? That's definitely had a lot of the females and other people in a uproar about it. Obviously, with the accusations against him right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm not really sure. I heard about the concert incident. Is that what you were referring to with
No,
the
he's on
baby?
the Maryland's on the song Jail Part 2.
Oh, okay, Maryland. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's Maryland's accusations? I wasn't aware of that.
Uh just some stuff with like a woman that he was with and kind of like sexual abuse and some other
Oh, okay.
accusations against him. And then obviously, I guess from the church standpoint, they probably remember his music,
Yeah.
and his videos, and some people probably look at his music as devil music or whatever. So
Hmm.
obviously having that on like a gospel album, I've seen some of the people kind of in the uproar about it.
Well, okay. With the baby thing, I didn't expect to like his verse, but it actually, he's got a very unique flow. So
Yeah.
it
Oh yeah.
worked with the track. I thought that it was pretty, dope for what it was. I
Yeah.
thought it worked. I didn't even notice Marilyn Manson on the track, honestly, the first time I listened to it.
Yeah.
So that was news to me. I think when you first told me that Marilyn Manson was on it, I had to go back and listen again.
Right.
So um as far as the whole thing about it being a gospel album and having him on it, I don't really get the vibe of a gospel album. Like,
Mm.
Playboy Cardi and Fivio and like a lot of those guys, I don't really feel like would have been on a traditional gospel album.
Mm.
So there are elements of it that feel gospel like, but overall it doesn't feel like a gospel album to me. So
Right.
I have no problem, and not that that would deter me from listening to
Sure.
it anyway, but I have no problem with the the people he brought in to contribute. I think he had a vision, and if he was able to fulfill that, then hey, I salute it.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw some people taking some shots at West Side Gun because he took a picture with Marilyn Manson, and
Mm,
he responded like, yeah, the guy's been accused, but no charges, and he brought up like a listy length of like other people who've been accused of stuff that people still like. I think we got to be careful like with certain things, like you going down Pandora's box. I mean, obviously there was some serious accusations, so I'm not here to defend him, say he did or didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to do
absolutely.
with what Marilyn Manson is involved in. But, as far as but when we start like judging artists and talking about what people did or didn't do, a lot of times you really don't
Mhm.
know. So it's kind of touchy issue, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's a slippery slope, when you
Yeah.
start getting into those types of things. And I hear people say you should separate the artist uh from their personal life or separate the music from the person. And
Yeah.
it's nice to think that you could do that, but not in the society that we live in. So, you know, I'm with you. I'm not gonna accuse anybody of anything. I have no
Right.
idea what his, past is.
Yeah.
But if he is guilty of the things he's accused of, just like anybody else, I think,
Mm. Right.
there's gonna be consequences for it, and
Yeah.
those are warranted. So
Right. Right. What do you think about Kanye's his marketing rollout? As far as doing the concerts and some device that he even added where people can kind of like, you know, do different stuff with the tracks and maybe add drums, take out drums, and different stuff like that, man. So it's pretty creative, like the marketing rollout
I
that
mean, it's
that he's had.
it's genius level stuff, like stuff that we've never really seen before. And that's why I, had to give a nod to Drake for his rollout with the billboards. That's genius level stuff. You want to get
Mm,
somebody's attention, that's how
mm,
you do it. So I applaud both of them for their rollouts. I thought both of them had genius ideas, and I think we'll see in the future other artists kind of,
mm.
take from that and apply their own logic to behind it and try to do some things with their own rollouts like that. So
Yeah. Do you think the tension between them is real, or you think it's just kind of maybe it's friendly competition, or you think it's personal, or you think they just like have a big respect for each other, but at the same token they're trying to compete for the, you know, be the, top dog or whatever?
I mean, I would hope, that it's not serious considering how big they are both as individual artists. For too long in hip hop, we've seen artists let things interfere with their opportunity to get the bag, and
Yeah.
not that neither one of them need any more than what they already have, but just the moment for hip hop, I think, will be
Mm,
monumental. So it's almost like when at Kanye's concert when people found out that him and Jay were, back talking again when the jail record played. That was a
yeah.
huge moment. So I
Mm,
think some kind of reconciliation or possibly a track or something in the future would be a huge moment for hip hop.
yeah.
But it's hard to really say. I mean,
Right.
there's a lot of rumors out there, and if the rumors are true, then I could understand why, you know,
Right.
there would be some animosity. So
Yeah. Yeah. And then the whole thing with Pusha. So I
yeah,
don't know, yeah, that could play some element in it. I think but I remember when 50 and Kanye had the, the Curtis and the what's the Kanye album? Was it Graduation? They
I
had
think it
like
was
the,
graduation.
yeah, they kind of had like the showdown. It was really like no beef or no tension or nothing like that. It was just like be competitive. And then both the albums, did very well. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes like people, I think the fans sometimes kind of think like some of the quote unquote beefs are like really real. And sometimes a lot of stuff is like WWE, man. Like they go out there and beat each other down, and then back in the locker room, they're drinking a beer together. You know what I'm saying? It's just for the cameras, it's just to get people talking in the barber shops and blogs and stuff like that. It may not be as personal as people take it sometimes.
I hope it's not. And honestly, if like somehow after all of this they were to do a record or an album together, that would be like some of the most genius. Like you said, if it was all like scripted just
Yeah.
for some big, thing, that would be some genius level stuff once again. So I just
Right.
want to see. At the end of the day, I think all the fans just want good music,
Right.
So I
Yeah.
think that's what we all want to hear and what we all want to see.
Yeah. Yeah. It's even crazy too. Like even like the battle rappers, like they're say the most disrespectful stuff to each other in their face and stuff like that, and then they may hug afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
Yeah.
like, it's like playing basketball or any other sport. Just it is what it is in that moment, but it's not personal. We'll shift, man, to new music of the week, man. What do you think about Grip? I died for this.
Okay. Grip, one of my favorite artists that I've been listening to for a while. I heard about him a few years ago. He dropped a album called Porch. I think it came out in 2017.
Hmm.
I stumbled across him. I think it was late 2019 was when I stumbled across him on YouTube, and been a fan ever since. I went listened to Porch. I went and listened to his other project, Snub Nose, and glad to see him get signed to Shady Records. I think his debut album is very, very dope, but
Yeah.
I could go in length on my description. So I'm gonna let you talk about it first, and then I'll talk some more after that.
Dude, let me tell you something, man. I've been listening to this guy's album. I work out, so I'm at Planet Fitness. Been bumping him out because I listened to Kanye like earlier in the week, but
Hmm.
since Grip came out, man, I've been bumping this Grip album. It's very good. He did a very good job on it. by far my favorite record. Now I know, I mean, trust me, I'm an Eminem fan, and Eminem went
Okay.
crazy on it. So I like Walk Through a lot, but my favorite record is Glenwood Freestyle. I mean, it's
Oh,
like he
okay.
was in his bag on that one, man. I just felt like I like his cadence on it. I like his flow, the stuff he was saying. I love the beat on it. That record is crazy. Another record I like on there is Mama Told Me.
Oh, Mama Told Me, man. That
Yeah,
second verse on Mama Told Me, like, is crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like also the I think it's called Placebo, the record with him and
Placebo.
Royce.
Yeah,
What's that?
Placebo.
Okay,
Placebo.
okay, gotcha. Placebo. Yeah, that record is dope too, man.
Definitely.
Yeah. And there's another record on here, ENEM3. I mean, no,
Enemy. Yes, Enemy.
Enemy. Okay, that record's dope, man.
Yeah.
Record's dope, man. It's different.
I like that there were different elements, you know. Some of it sounded like if you kind of listen to Gutter,
Mhm.
it has kind of almost like a alternative kind of
Mhm.
rock kind of sound to it almost, but it's definitely a hip hop beat, but it
Yeah,
definitely he draws on elements from other genres at certain points in the album. Certain points I feel like is very loud and in your face. Other
yeah,
points I feel like it's very you know, pulled back and more charismatic,
yeah.
if that's, you know, the word I want to use for it.
Right.
As far as favorite tracks, man, I love Hands Up.
Okay.
And like you said, Mama Told Me,
Yeah.
Gutter, A Soldier Story was really
Yeah.
dope to me
Yeah. It was
because
dope.
he
Yeah.
kind of, you know, got to tell a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that went on with him
Mm.
after the pandemic. You know, I think there was one point he said he put like 30 bands into a tour and the pandemic hit and like he ended up losing like 30 bands. Like that
Mm.
would discourage a lot of people from, you know, even wanting to be in the game. And so
Yeah.
I thought that that was dope. The Locks was fire,
Yeah. Oh
like you
yeah.
said. Enemy, Glenwood Freestyle. There, to me, there's just so many things to like about it overall.
Yeah.
And the thing that most people probably won't pick up because you have to kind of grips a very conceptual artist. So if you haven't listened to his previous product or
Mm.
projects, the concept might not hit you when you first listen to it, but at that very first track, right before the eulogy read, the intro, it like
Mm.
just people clapping in the background,
Right.
and the opening track is the eulogy read. It almost starts like a play in a lot of ways. And
Mm.
then if you listen to the very last track, like there's people clapping, and then the clapping gets louder and louder at the end. So it's like the whole album is kind of presented in the form of like a play, and I
Yeah.
thought that that was super dope. And
Yeah,
if you
man.
look at that album cover, it kind of, you know, it once again, the guy sitting in front of the mirror, like
Mm.
it's a lot of conceptual stuff that's there, you know. But go ahead.
Yeah. No, go ahead. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he definitely delivered, man. I saw a Instagram live with him and Royce, and he was talking about the album
Hmm.
and yeah, that was my first time even hearing Grip was the Gutter record, which is kind of shocking
Yeah.
because my dad lived in Atlanta for 30 years.
Okay.
So I mean, obviously there's a lot of artists out there, but yeah, Grip got busy, man. He definitely delivered a solid project. I mean, I was like really impressed by it. Like I thought it was like really, really good.
Yeah, me too. I mean, you know, I kind of knew what to expect considering that I heard of him before he got signed to Shady. But you know, that's a lot of pressure to be signed to Shady, and I think he definitely delivered with his debut. And I'm just, you know, looking forward to seeing what he's gonna do next. Hopefully, we can get, you know, maybe a West Side Boogie collab or something with him and Conway. That would
Yeah.
be dope, you know.
Yeah. And he's different, man. I mean, I like that he's from Atlanta, but he's a spitter. Like, dude got bars and he gets busy, man. Like he definitely you know, just his cadence, the way he's like riding the beats and
Absolutely.
it definitely hits through, man, nicely.
And lyrically, he's incredible, you
Yeah.
know. Uh if you listen to his previous albums, Porch and Snub Nose, you know from the jump, like this dude, he's not playing. He's
Right.
serious with it, you know, and he's got a real talent for putting words together. So
Yeah.
I'm happy for him, happy to see him, you know, all the success that he's getting, and you
Right.
know, looking forward to seeing what he does in the future.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like some bars he was talking about, like how the record industry kind of goes, and he was talking about
Absolutely.
how he needs like every just every, what's the word I'm looking for? Every stream he can get. And then there's
Hmm.
another thing he was saying, that he's been dope, but y'all just now press and play. So that was a
Yeah,
lyric
that
that,
was
that really stood
fire.
out. Yeah, that was dope. And he had a lot of bars. It was crazy, man. He was basically talking about how people may assume how people got a bunch of money, but they don't really know the ins and outs. He talked about his upbringing, his dad, and it's real dope, man. It's real dope. Some other new music that came out: Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar, Family Ties. Let's talk about it, man.
Nice, man. Um, I was not really big on Baby King, but Baby King to this one right here solidified Baby King for me. Like I was like, okay, I got it. I see what I missed before. I understand it. I'm getting it now. It was,
Yeah,
I think the whole track from start to finish was fire, just bananas. That's exactly what we needed from Kendrick. And if that's you know, kind of the PG Lane kind of, you know,
oof,
stamping their foot and saying we're here, that's
yeah,
quite a statement. So
yeah, yeah. I've never even heard of Baby Keem before. I saw when I was looking at the video, he had another track out with Travis Scott. So I'm gonna go back and,
yeah,
and check that out, and let's check out some of his work. I mean, there's so many artists out there. It's hard to know everybody's work. So
absolutely.
I'm definitely going to go down a rabbit hole and check out some of his work and projects and stuff. But man, yeah, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I like how he was like in his bag. I thought the video was dope. And Kendrick, man, I mean, to me, this is almost like Control
Part
2.0,
two,
man.
yeah, I
He
know.
went crazy, man. I even like the crazy dance he was doing in the video and stuff,
I
man. Like this
love it.
dude was letting people know I'm here, man.
I love it. I think speaking of Baby King, I think you said he has a song with Travis Scott. I
Yeah.
think him and Travis Scott are on Donda on the same track, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one it is, but I think they're on the same track on Donda.
Yeah.
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 But
It's crazy, bro. I mean, Kendrick just oh my goodness, man. Because I know people have been waiting, like, it's been a while since Damn came out, and
absolutely.
then the Black Panther soundtrack, but dude is just he's on another level, man. I heard Joe Budden talking last night. I was listening to a little bit of the Joe Budden's podcast, and he was
Okay.
because Kendrick starts the verse off smoking on your top five tonight.
Hmm.
And Ice was trying to say, Kendrick feels like he's the GOAT, so like anybody can get it. And then Joe was arguing, no, no, no. He's talking about that light-skinned dude up in Canada. So I don't know. I mean, I know they had like a little couple shots they thrown at each other before, man. But I'm not one of those people that's always who's better, LeBron, Michael, who's just let's appreciate both people while we have them. You know what I'm saying? But
Absolutely.
but I am anticipating a great project from Kendrick. It has been a while, and I think he's gonna get busy, man, on this next one.
Yeah, I do too. And I mean, it was perfect timing with the drop. I think, he there was like a cryptic message that was put out a couple weeks ago, maybe before
Yeah,
the
yeah, I saw
song
that.
actually dropped. And yeah, so I think it was perfect timing just to let people know, like, yo, I'm still out here, and I'm still with it. So I loved it. Definitely made my rotation, and I'm definitely looking forward to the Kendrick album. See what we
Yeah.
get from him now. Yeah.
And what's up with him talking about this is his last project with TDE?
Uh, Honestly, I'm not sure. I know a lot of people speculating that he might retire, but I personally think that, a lot of times when an artist signs a deal with a label, it'll be a 3, 4, however many album deal. And then after that, they can re-up with that label or maybe go somewhere else.
Mm.
And I think it was probably a 3, possibly 4 album deal with TDE. And now has his own label, PG Lang, and now he kind of wants to do his own thing, whether it's, just be a boss or rap under his own label, kind of like what Cole's doing with Dreamville. So, you know,
Yeah.
I think it's one of those two things, personally.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely, also they got some nice artists over there as well. So I'm sure he's got some, new rollouts and stuff that he learned and things he's gonna like transition to his next spot. So I'm definitely, anticipating what he's gonna do. I'm a big Kendrick fan, man. I like what Kendrick does. Been listening to him even before he got the deal. So he's
Hmm.
dope, man. He's definitely a chameleon. He's got several styles and it's so crazy. Even the this Family Ties record that we're talking about. Dude, you saw how many flows he had on that song, man?
Exactly. It was ridiculous. But
Yeah.
this is what we know him for. So, like I said, that's why I'm excited to see what he does next. Whether it's even if he does retire and just sit back and plays the boss role, I'm still excited to see what we get from this album. And if he decides that, PG Lang is the label now, and I know they have Baby Keem, Georgia Smith signed to that label, so that could definitely be the makings of something big on his end, as a boss. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we get from him, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the album sounds like. This has the potential to be a really huge year for hip hop,
Right.
considering what we've already got and then what's still to come. So
Right. So Mike, we are in September, man.
okay.
So, what's the album of the year so far to you?
Album of the year, like one.
Well, I ain't gonna say just one, but kind of like in general. Like what would you say if we had like I don't know, top 5 or top 10? Like which ones stand out right now? Which
I
ones are like in the mix?
I like 5. I think we could do a 5 today. we might have to go. We might have to address 10 or more, in
Mm,
the next couple episodes. But I think we could do 5 today.
okay.
Um, for me personally, and I don't listen to everything that everybody else listens to, but I try to give everything an objective chance.
Mm,
Um, I have to, and this is in no order.
right.
I'll say, I think you've got to give J. Cole his props for the off season. I think he
Definitely.
really started the year off strong and really lit a fire under a lot of guys to
Mm,
really rap this year. So I
yeah.
think he's got to be in there. Same with
Agree.
Tyler the Creator. I think Call Me If You Get Lost is a great album, probably his best put together album, rap wise,
Mm,
since maybe Flower Boy.
okay.
I don't really consider Igor a rap album, but Tyler's album I thought was very well done. DJ Drama, felt like a mixtape, had some nice features.
Mm,
I thought that was well done.
yeah.
Uh, Nas, King's Disease too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I
Incredible.
mean, it's almost self-explanatory. Like I almost feel like I don't even have to say anything. I just say Nas, King Disease too, and can move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Uh, now here's where it gets tough. I am very partial to Boldy James, Bo Jackson. I really like that record. Boldy James and Alchemist. Alchemist has been on a tear.
Yeah.
You know, it's like he can't do any wrong right now. So I really enjoyed that record. Looking forward to hearing more from him. Uh, what else? I like Migos Culture. I don't think it would go in my top 5, but I did like Migos Culture 3.
Okay.
Um, you know what? I'm gonna go with my boy Grip. I'm gonna close out my top 5 with my boy Grip. I
Okay.
died for the yeah.
Okay. Okay. What about Kanye?
He's just outside my top 5. And granted, Donda hasn't been out that long. You
Right.
know, with some more time, it could definitely move up my list. Um,
Hmm.
there's other ones I left out. Like I liked Isaiah Rashad's album, "The House Is Burning."
Hmm.
That definitely could have been somewhere in there if we did a top 10. I know there's other projects. I haven't finished Hitler Wears Hermes 8 by West
Right.
Side Gun. That could
Right.
easily creep into my top 5. So,
Yeah, I
but
was about
right
to
now,
say. Mhm.
yeah,
No, go
right
ahead. I'm
now I
sorry.
go with those. No, no problem. Right now I go with those 5. J. Cole,
Okay.
Tyler, Boldy James, Nas, and Grip.
Okay. Um, it's tough, man. I mean, because it's like it's almost hard sometimes, bro, to like even appreciate music, man, because it's like I don't say appreciate it, but it's like to really like go down a rabbit hole. I mean, you know how many great projects come out, and it's like
Absolutely.
it's a lot of good music that comes out, man. For me, no argument. Number one, right now for me, King's Disease 2, album of the
Okay.
year, in my opinion, is crazy. Man, I forgot about Dave East.
I have to listen to that Dave East album. That's another one. Just
Yeah,
made my radar today. So I have to listen to it.
yeah. I'm gonna put Grip in there. Seriously, I'm gonna put
Okay.
Grip in there. I really like that project, man. So I'm gonna put Grip in there. I think Benny the Butcher.
Plus I meant too.
The other one. Well, yeah, that one's great too. But the was it Pyrex Picasso?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Is
incredible.
that recent?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You know them guys drop albums every other week, man.
Every other week.
Yeah, them guys, they crazy, man. They crazy with it. So yeah, I really like that project a lot.
Okay,
Um,
I'm gonna have to listen to that because once again that just hit my radar just then. But go ahead.
yeah. I haven't got a chance to listen to West Side yet either. So he's definitely with me, me and you, we'll touch him on episode 2. We'll come
For
back and
sure.
check that project out and give our take on it. But what he did in 2020, man, with the was it Pray for Paris?
Yeah,
Incredible.
masterpiece.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Masterpiece.
Yeah, and then the Shady one was good too. So yeah, I mean West Side is great, man. So I definitely don't want to leave him off without having a chance to listen to it. Um, I think I'll mix in some of the ones that you said, but I think for now, those 3 stand out. Definitely J. Cole. So I'm
Okay.
gonna go with Nas. I'm gonna go with King's Disease 2. I'm gonna go with in no order, but well, no, that one is at my top. As far as the rest is no order.
Okay.
Definitely J. Cole got busy, Grip got busy, and Benny. So fifth,
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot of great projects that have come out. So, but those 4 stand out to me.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
Have you
what?
heard Tyler's album?
No, I haven't, man. I have not heard Tyler's album, but I know
Yeah,
you
you
told
should.
me about it. You definitely told me about it. I definitely got to get around to it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, I'm like you, man. It's like it's hard sometimes to like listen to like everything.
Absolutely.
So I'll say from what I've heard, those 4 I would put at the top of the list. But obviously, it's hard with so many great projects from Dave East to. I mean, it's so many people that's dropping dope work, man. I mean, it's
Absolutely.
it's, it's dope work coming out left and right. Another thing that we definitely want to do on this podcast each episode is to spotlight artists. And some artists don't necessarily get the proper recognition that they deserve,
Absolutely.
and their pens are incredible. And this week we want to highlight West Side Boogie. Um, Man, West Side Boogie, man, he's incredible. I like obviously Rainy Days is dope, but he had a song Live 95.
Yes.
Nice, man. I like his melodies. I like how some of the songs he'll sing and then rap, and it's just real smooth, man. He's definitely a highlight on Shady Records, in my opinion.
I agree. Once again, I thought Shady hit a home run with signing Grip. I thought they hit a home run with signing Westside Boogie. Uh, I first heard of him, I think, early 2017,
Okay.
maybe 2018. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
Uh, I know the first song that I heard from him was a song called Bitter Raps, and
Mm.
very dope. He had a couple. I can't remember if they were mixtapes or albums. The first Thirst 48 series was very
Okay.
dope. He had a lot of dope songs on there. He just put out a freestyle, and he puts out freestyles pretty
Yeah.
frequently.
Uh-huh.
He
Yep.
just put out one this week called "Glory to God" freestyle. It's definitely
Mm.
dope. Um, but like you said, he kind of sings, he raps, but it's not, it's a very he has melodies, but it's his style is very unique to him. Like he's not
Yeah.
trying to I don't feel like he's trying to mimic what somebody else is doing. I feel like he
Right.
has his own style that fits him and works well with him. And the way he raps it's almost poetic. Like,
Hmm.
his pen is incredible,
Right.
but I don't think he would, get the look as I don't think a lot of people would look at him as a lyricist. But if you
Mm.
really listen to his music and break down his lyrics, his pen is incredible.
Oh
Like,
yeah. Yeah.
and he's very profound. Like, I haven't listened to anybody in years that really made me think as much as West Side Boogie does. Like, I think that album, Everything's for Sale, that was the Shady
Right.
debut.
Yeah.
He had a song on there, was the intro, it was called Tired/Reflections.
Yeah.
One of my favorite songs. Like, just that guy's he's another one of those guys that just doesn't get enough credit.
Hmm.
And I'm appreciative for him, glad that Eminem, found him and was
Right.
able to elevate him, put him on that level to where he can be seen nationally. And I look forward to seeing what he does, because the word on the street is he's got an album around the corner. So
Right. Yeah, I saw a picture with him and Marshall. They was in the studio together, and basically it said he had the stamp of approval, like the album was done. But I haven't seen, any release dates. But like you said, I definitely see him dropping freestyles all the time. So I'm sure, hopefully in the fourth quarter we get something from him. Yeah, but you're right, man. That Tired and Reflections record is dope. I like Live 95, Skydive 2.
both
Um,
of them.
yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's self-destruct time. Yeah, I mean, this project is really well done, man. So I like his pen a lot. Um, any other projects this year that you are looking forward to? And yeah.
Well, let's see. Obviously, we'll see what happens with Certified Lover Boy. Obviously, I think Corday is supposed to drop this year. I'd be
Yeah.
interested to see what we get from him. Obviously, Kendrick, JID is also rumored to drop this year, so I'd be interested to hear that. Uh, can't really think of anything else off the top of my head right now, but
Right.
like I said, I'm definitely opening up more to being willing to listen to a lot more stuff.
Mm.
I was kind of the old head type, where if it wasn't straight lyrics, hardcore hip hop, like
Mm.
it wouldn't even hit my radar. But I'm trying to get better about that. So I've
Right.
definitely opened up and started listening to a lot more stuff, and I'm interested to see what we get the rest of the year. Like I said, I think it could be a huge year for hip hop, just in general. So
Right. Yeah, man. It's been some great projects, man. I mean, it's a lot we didn't even mention. I mean, if I'm not
absolutely,
if I'm not mistaken, Pop did another one.
he did.
DMX had his album. It's been a lot. Money Back Yo. It's been a lot of. I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's so much music that drops, man. I mean, it's a lot.
Joy
Just like
Badass.
television. It's so many shows. With all the, Apple and the Amazon and all these different services and stuff. So there's so much stuff that comes out. Sometimes it's hard to either watch everything or really have an appreciation for everything, because it's like it's coming out just like that, man, like so fast.
Absolutely.
What about verse of the year? What verses have stood out to you so far this year?
I think right now the very first verse that comes to my mind is that Jay Electronica verse on
Mm,
Donda on the Jesus Lord. Yeah, that was probably one of the best verses. It probably was the best verse on the album.
mm,
Probably one of the best verses I've heard in a long time. Like Jay Elect, he's different.
yeah,
Yeah, that would be my vote. What you thinking?
man. Definitely. And we didn't even touch on like Lauryn Hill's verse off the King's Disease. That was
Man,
incredible. I mean,
yeah,
Nas got so many on there, man. I mean, it's crazy, from Store Run, the Moments to
yeah.
man, even Hit Boy on Composure. I mean,
Hit
good
Boy
grief.
snapped on Composure,
Yeah,
bro.
he went off,
Hit
man.
Boy
And
snapped.
yeah, man. I even like when Nas came in, had Yellow Jonas when I was born, put me in the incubator.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm like, my goodness, man. It's just like these dudes are different, man. I like I definitely love Eminem's verse on EPMD2.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people, some YouTubers try to trash it and stuff like that, but it's like, yeah, but I've seen a lot of people praise it as well. But it's like M got busy, man, and it's kind of similar to what Kendrick did on the Family Ties. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
so many flows and cadences and punchlines and stuff, but he definitely got busy. I even like the verse he did on Grip's album as well. And I think
The first on Griff's album was fire.
yeah. And I think some people who try to say he does too much, I think it was more simplified on Grip's album, but it came out
Definitely.
very, very nicely as well. But I guess he can do anything. He can just kind of go crazy with it, and then he can kind of ride it as well. But yeah, I definitely like that verse. Heard some crazy bars from Benny.
Yeah.
Conway's always going crazy. So definitely, and it's funny that most of the Griselda projects that have came out lately, 2 Chainz is on like a lot of them. And
Yeah.
yeah, he has a lot of like punch lines on a lot of those records and stuff that's kind of, funny and really stands out and stuff like that. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, I
Oh
always
yeah.
like the punch lines, man, because sometimes I'd be like lifting weights or something. I remember I almost hurt myself one day. Lil Wayne was talking so crazy, man. I almost like dropped the thing on me, man. He was just going crazy with some of the punchlines he was saying. So yeah, I definitely love that. I even love a record that hasn't really got the proper recognition, man. Ludacris has a new song out. It's real dope, man.
Okay,
Real
I
dope.
haven't even heard that yet. Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's real dope, man. Real dope. So yeah, man, we'll wrap up and close out, but this has been like a great start of what we're gonna do. But moving forward, we're definitely gonna touch every week on hip hop current news, album reviews, music of the week, top albums of the year, artist spotlights. We're gonna also touch on some rap battles and even some sports stuff. So yeah, we'll definitely keep it innovative and keep people engaged. Mike, man, give everybody your social media contact information, man, how they can link up with you and tell them a little bit about yourself before we close out.
IG, that's M1C underscore CH3CK. Might check, the I is a 1, the 3 is a E, underscore in the middle.
Okay.
uh about myself, I'm battle rap, hip hop artist, been doing it for about 10 years now, a little bit longer. Uh and just a lover of hip hop, lover of music, of all different genres, and just always willing to share thoughts and opinions with like minds and smart, intelligent people, who just want to talk about music or sports, whatever, you know. I'm
Yeah.
always down for that. And speaking of sports, shout out to Dame Dollar, man. That I can't remember the name of the album right now off the top of my head. But that Dame Dollar album, I think it's an abbreviation for dollar. I can't remember it right now. We'll talk about it next episode. But shout
Okay.
out to Dame Dollar. That Dame Dollar album is nice.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice.
I've heard a couple tracks. Yeah. Dame definitely gets busy, man. You know, yeah, man. I mean, like I'm saying, you know, even that, man, it's so much music, bro, that just comes out, man. It's just sometimes I almost wish it was like it used to be a little bit, man, where we didn't get so much, so we can just kind of like appreciate it and just kind of sit on it. Because I the reason why sometimes for example, why I haven't heard West Side yet, because I'm not trying to like just judge Grip or just judge Kanye or albums I'm listening to on like one listen. So I'm
Yeah,
trying to like
exactly.
really get into them albums and, you know, maybe even listen to them over and over again for like a week or something like that, so I can like really get into it and really appreciate it. So I definitely want to get into you know, West Side and check his out. But it's so much music that's coming out, and you know, even that, like now Drake's coming out. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's crazy, man. But you know, those who want to reach out to me, Terrance Hill the Great on Instagram. Also, you can check out Terrance Hill Music on YouTube. And very excited to announce that me and Mike Check, we got a song that's going to come out on Monday. It's called Keep It Together. So you can go to Terrance Hill Music on YouTube and check that out. And I think everybody's going to appreciate that particular track. But yeah, man, I'm excited for the future, man. And we got some more great episodes coming up and information that we'll keep everybody in the loop. Double E TV, make sure you subscribe to the page. And Sleeping Giants with Mike and Terrance signing off.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, Mike, take care, man.
All right, bro. You too, man.
All right, man. Peace.